Clearing your throat. Where are you gonna sit? You gonna take Jordan's spot, or are you gonna
coughing all day?
Yeah. My nose has been a little runny because it's fall now. So
I've beat this sickness already. I don't know why it's coming back. It's because motherfucker Spencer is sick in here, and that's why he's fucking over.
Coming in sick.
How
are you doing, James?
I just said what I'm doing. I just said it.
How are you doing? not health-wise, but mentally. That's a can of worms I don't want to open. How are you doing in this very moment outside of health reasons?
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm hungry too. I only had I hadn't eaten. I forgot to eat because
wings.
I got wings, yeah, and I also had a cheese Danish from Starbucks. But the first thing I got in when I got in this morning was I started working on the graphics for the milestones.
Yep, I put them in there.
Yep, it's all done. There. It's wrapped up. That's all made. I had
to replace one of them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, no, it's nice in general though. So
I know that's why I made him do an in general one now. That's why.
Yeah, I saw that, and I didn't even know where that landed, so I had to kind of like go through the chat and be like, "Oh, I think this is." Where
I still don't know where it is.
I don't know. But anyway, I had tweeted a little bit earlier.
Jesus.
Because of my milestone, I have just come to terms that I'm going to look weird for the next probably month or so.
I think most people are okay with that. Like, I mean, I was okay with that last year, but then I just like shaved it off after I got tired of it anyway. So like,
but I'm gonna be doing face cam stuff. I'm not gonna say what it is, but I'm gonna be doing face cam stuff where that's gonna live forever.
Yeah,
and it's just gonna be weird looking.
Yep. Yep.
That's gonna be good. I'm excited.
What is this?
Why somebody's doing uptime? We just started. 1 minute, Nightbot says. This is going to be a pretty chill creature talk because we have to go get ready for finish up the live stream stuff. There's still a little bit. I think this is the most organized we've been. I think there's a lot more moving parts this time around, but this is the most organized we've been leading up to it, because I remember.
Well, I would have hoped so. I mean,
no, definitely we should be at this point. But I remember in 2013 we started the live stream when we said we would, but then it was like an hour and a half of just music playing because we were still setting up.
Was that the second house?
That was the second.
That was the second house.
Yeah. First house.
I remember
back
and stuff. Last year was all right, except we didn't have too much variety of games, I'd say.
Like, it wasn't 24 hours either.
Yeah, it wasn't 24 hours either.
Wasn't it
like
12
hours?
10,
12 hours, something like that. It was
the not so 24 hour. Oh, nice. I like that little butt pooping.
I was taking a dump right there. Pretty good, right?
That's going to be what the next comment section will look like. Some dude taking a dump in your comment section.
Are we going to be doing the smoke machine this year?
Yeah, we can use it in moderation.
I think a little bit because it looks pretty good already.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, last time that kind of fucked it all up. Like with it, like everything looked like really foggy.
It gets really garbledy.
Yeah.
So maybe not. I think there's enough texture in the set and everything.
You probably wouldn't need to.
No, I think we did great with lighting and everything. This year, I think like all stream setup wise up to this point. I think we've topped whatever we've done up to this point.
Yeah, we've done a good bit. Like we're
able
to not only use the setup that me and Aaron took a while to formulate in that room.
Yeah, the stream setup,
new stream setup, and then the second new stream setup that we used on a couple streams that allows us to use that couch as like more of a host environment. And then we also this time, which we've never done before, set up a whole new area, and we have HDMI cables threaded through the office to give you guys a whole new experience.
Yeah, the green screen.
Whole new experience.
The green screen room has been transformed.
It's been transformation.
Oh, that's where we'll be doing the primary of the milestones.
Yep. So yeah, for everyone watching, this is going to be like a shorter, just more relaxed Creech talk because we're kind of doing it to lead into the live stream, which will be happening at 5, which is. What time is it now?
But Jordan,
less than 4 hours away.
How are the two rooms going to work with only one channel? Someone asked.
Well, there's something called switching between cameras.
Don't make the person feel stupid by
go to another place.
How fucked up
and
can
then
you
go
be?
back to the other place
You're
without
fucked
having
up.
to stream 2 different places.
Well, thank you for with your infinite knowledge making that person feel stupid. How fucked up and ignorant can you be?
I just gave him an answer.
You gave him a smart-ass answer.
No, I didn't.
Well, there's this thing called HDMI cables
There is.
Unbelievable.
I'm just stating the facts. You know, just stating the facts.
If that guy stabs you, then
Well.
don't blame anybody but yourself.
Well, I mean,
Or
there
the
is a thing
HDMI
called
cables.
HDMI cables. We have. I was marking yesterday about. We probably have about 800 HDMI cables in this office alone.
Yeah, because I tend to use new ones consistently because sometimes I'll go back for old
So
ones.
you're
So
saying
it's starting
you're
at
saying you're
about.
wasteful.
No, I'm not wasteful because I use them all eventually. It's just
Yeah, but you're going
sometimes
through like you're not
I
reusing
go
old
through,
ones.
and then I do go back and reuse the old ones. I just have to exhaust
Okay.
the new ones. So it's a little less than 4 hours away currently. So just so you guys know, if you don't know what the time zone is for 5 p.m. Mountain Time, it's a little less than 4 hours away. So you do the math, and you'll figure out right where we start. And should be fun. It's gonna be a good time. We got the charity set up this time. We're combining our charity stream and our live stream together. Combining those two together to form the ultimate 24-hour live stream, and it's gonna be pretty good. It's gonna be pretty good. We got a lot of games lined up, and like I was saying, with that setup over in the green screen room, we're gonna have a nice party set up. So we're gonna be able to play the local party games, and then in the other room we have the multi-view angles where we'll be able to play a lot of multiplayer games with several different people, and then like the solo and co-op
This
stuff.
is like the best of both worlds because it's like we're gonna be wearing all the different costumes, doing the costume changes. We're gonna be doing the milestones. We're gonna be playing games. It's gonna be an extravaganza.
James will Captain Condom be
Oh.
returning.
I don't know where that caught.
It's probably somewhere
It's in the
that
prop room. Yeah.
Have to dig it out.
Maybe if I find it, like I could just, I don't know, but I got other.
Do you remember the
costumes. I got
face
new
you
ones.
used to make with Captain Condom?
No,
You were
Was it
like
something with
you
my
were like-
chin or something with my chin.
because
that
the
stuck
eye
out.
slits were really nasty. So you would make like a really nasty face.
Oh boy, not good.
But yeah.
So, did we start yet? You didn't even play the fucking song.
This is a relaxed creature.
This is
talk.
there's no music to interrupt us.
We don't need to.
There is no intro. There is no formal
Hey,
intro.
You know, I want to point out to you that you might already know. George, how long ago did you get your costumes?
Good bit. I
Yeah.
mean,
He got one yesterday.
yeah, they just
One
finally did. Those were like extras though. I got two actually yesterday. Smartass.
Mhm.
But I ordered them like 3 days ago, 4 days ago, and I just didn't next day them because I didn't need to. So
Yeah.
I saved money by just doing the free shipping.
Absolutely. I did the same thing. I think last week I went through and ordered my costumes. Well, Jordan went out today and to the spirit store and picked up his costume.
You're so fucking like. It's unbelievable how
some of my
one
things were kind of
man
rare.
can
Like
just-
I'm
one of the
sorry.
things I had to get was kind of rare, and it didn't end up getting here. So I did have a backup. But
Rip in peace.
I mean, I was trying to put some thought into my costumes, and Jordan.
I put all the thought into the setup. Okay,
That's true.
That's
And
where I
I'm not
put my
saying I'm
thought
not
and
saying
my
that.
priorities.
But you've had plenty of time.
Steph
Yeah.
is the
When we
one
weren't
over there
setting
working
up.
on that. What are you talking about?
They did the decorate. I did all the technology stuff.
So you ran those HDMI cables from there to there, but you didn't go on Amazon and click just to get a costume.
I mean, if you say it like that, it sounds really lazy.
it
but
does,
it's,
doesn't it?
It's
I
not
mean-
at all like that.
All
I mean,
right.
it's just completely different.
Okay.
It's completely different. But
So
you
then,
know.
I mean, I guess I can't ask you what your costumes are, but
No,
I mean, if they're ugly as shit,
I'm
then...
curious if there's going to be any duplicates, like if anyone saw the same stuff.
Yeah,
and
nobody
decided-
really.
Actually, I was. Aaron had one that I was looking at on Amazon, but I couldn't figure out a way to like.
make it work.
Well, I don't. It was just better for him, I guess, like than something like that I would do. So, yeah, that was the closest I think I saw.
Dex had me since I had Prime. He had linked me his costumes, and I ordered them for him. One of them was the squirrel or raccoon or whatever from the first live stream. And I was like, we already have that costume. It's in the prop room. He's like, oh, okay. So he switched it with something else. But I think one of the ones he ended up getting, Jordan said he had worn before.
Oh my God!
I think. Anyway.
What? He's gonna
See,
come in. He's gonna come in and think he's got like the original hot
It'll be
shit,
like,
and
oh,
he's
hey,
gonna
there's
walk
the
in.
costume I wore 2 years
And it's just
ago.
gonna, something
I
that
mean,
we fucking
I
wore
would
2
say his
years ago.
biggest one is the Rosalina one, and he already ruined that.
Wore it on
Like the
Creature
other ones
Talk.
are like, they're all right, but they're nothing like crazy.
Absolutely confused by why he spoiled that, but
ridiculous.
whatever. But I mean, he spent so much money on it too. I think is what he's saying. So
Yeah.
Well, apparently the thought process behind that was he was wearing the wig, so why not wear everything? You know?
Plus,
not?
he legitimately enjoys dressing up as women.
I mean,
he was super he loved Black Widow. He just likes tight clothes, I think, because he loved the Black Widow outfit.
He does have a lot of tight clothes. I mean, all those like blazers and stuff.
# Return of Hobo Thor. It wasn't Hobo Thor. It was Hobo Jedi.
man, I just noticed our fucking topics, live stream stuff, other random stuff. That's all it says.
And then Jordan's story stuff, and then other more random stuff.
Can't believe you didn't.
There
see
hasn't been a whole lot of
engaging
news
topics. I mean, besides the Star Wars trailer, which James won't want to talk about.
Nope.
I didn't even think about that.
I could give two fucks.
I mean,
gonna be-
you played something yesterday. I don't know if you can talk about that. I have no idea.
I played something.
The thing
Yeah.
that your whole day yesterday.
My whole day.
What the fuck? What happened yesterday, James?
Oh,
My goodness. Anyway,
dude, I'm telling you, everything is a blur as of
Yeah.
late. Like I cannot
Not-
fucking
yesterday,
remember anything.
I was doing live stream stuff all day long trying to figure out the Twitch alerts thing. So I didn't even upload videos yesterday. I completely forgot.
I mean, there's not really an embargo on it, but at the same time, I guess I don't know what I can. I don't know what I
yeah,
can say
no,
and
I
what
don't
can't
know
say,
if you had anything specific
Special
on that,
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's just a whole bunch of random great stuff. But I figured most of it would be just talking about the live stream and reminiscing about our favorite moments in the past live streams.
Oh
and
man,
hopes
someone just
for-
guessed one of my costumes in the chat. I'm not gonna point it out though.
Well, now I'm gonna scroll back and try.
Someone guessed it.
YouTube Red happened. That's interesting.
That's interesting.
Everyone's gonna be scrolling back in the chat. Which one was it?
Oh, I see it. I know exactly what that is.
I actually just brought that in today. It's so good though. I don't care. It's really good.
Nasty good or good good?
I think it's good. It's official.
All right.
I
Well,
got it.
official stuff.
I've
doesn't
got
matter.
an official
I
costume.
mean, I'll see how it looks when it's all thrown together. So,
I have a couple officially licensed costumes.
Mm.
Well, yeah, 2 of them.
Mine's officially licensed as well. That's why I'm so excited. But for what it was, like the costumes at Spirit or any costume store are overpriced, gouging, like
yeah.
ridiculous. The ones that are officially licensed add that even more.
They're
gouging
usually about
ridiculous.
$40 or so,
The one
40
I
or 50.
got was $70.
Oh!
$70, and it's not worth $70.
Mm.
But I just wanted to get it.
You know what? I forgot. We didn't even use your the really expensive one we got, the multi-part one from.
Oh yeah.
If we could find that again, I'd like to use that.
Because that would be.
I don't
Oh,
think
that'd be
we-
even
I don't
perfect
think we
now.
took it. Besides the prop, I don't think we used anything. but I
Stick
think that-
stick
That prop
Jill
is
in
probably
one of them.
gone.
yeah,
because it
I
got
don't know what-
broke.
yeah, I don't know what happened to that.
That one prop.
That one prop.
That one
we're
prop. We're very
speaking
open-ended
all
now with this whole
secretly
thing.
of-
Well, I don't want to say what. Well, Jordan obviously didn't want to say what.
What
it
did you
was.
play yesterday, James? I don't know. I can't say. What about this
We're
costume
talking-
that we
we're
didn't
talking-
use?
we're
I
talking
don't
about
know.
a bunch-
that-
bunch of
that
stuff we can't even
specific
do.
prop
We can't
that-
even
Well,
say.
There's something that I'm always excited about whenever it comes around to the live stream time, just because the character of Uncle Tommy was created on the first live stream,
I do remember that.
and that's been 3 years ago to tomorrow. It rotated. See, now I did a similar loop for the live stream thing, and I made it 2.5 hours long. So it'd only be
Ooh.
doing that a couple times. Or
Let's
a few
see if
times.
anyone in the stream can
Spot it out.
every single
I need to make a
time
longer
for
loop
the
for
entire
this,
24
so it never
hours.
does that.
Every like 2 hours or so.
I need to make like a 3-hour long version of this, and then I could just hit play at the beginning and not worry about it.
So, I mean, can I just go into random stuff then, since that's all we have is
Well,
random
yeah,
stuff?
Yeah, random
I kind of
stuff.
took a page from your book, James. I noted down something that happened in public, and I think it's going to make a pretty good discussion.
It is.
in public.
That's the
I-
best thing. I
it's-
mean,
it's some
I
good
put them
stuff.
down in my phone, except I don't think I have too many in there this time around.
It's
Actually,
okay. We don't need.
I
to
have
go
what I need to
long
get from the
today.
grocery store: toothpaste, milk, and cereal. I have that in here.
Important necessities for
And that's
everyday
about
life.
it. I got one thing in my thing, but this is kind of more of a weird thing that I've never seen before. So I saw a car's license plate, like the
Movie cars.
yeah.
Like a
Well, I
vanity
don't know
plate?
what the fuck it was. Like the license, just the normal license plate, but the font on the numbers was graffiti.
Did you bring this up last time,
Yeah,
or
he-
did you just mention?
No, no,
this?
no.
No,
He
no.
mentioned it in the meeting.
I think I
Okay,
mentioned this in
okay,
the
yeah,
meeting.
And then I was like,
I was
nobody
like,
reply because it
Yeah.
needs to be
Oh,
genuine
yeah,
when we
yeah,
get
yeah,
to
that's what
creature
happened.
talk.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Because we were all like, oh.
Yeah. That's been in my phone for like a week.
Graffiti license.
Is that allowed?
License.
Are you allowed to have graffiti as a because you can't read the numbers then? Like it all flows together. Like it's like traditional fucking graffiti. It doesn't make any sense.
Oh,
I
accidentally went to shopping.
It really depends on the.
I've
the
never
laws,
seen that,
for
like-
one. But at the same time, like, how did they come across that? Was it a thing where they had a license plate and then it got like grinded up and then they had?
No,
to,
it
like,
was actual like graffiti, like like stylized like that, and it was green, like it was like green graffiti. It's like bubble letters, kind
on a
of.
Colorado plate or just a regular plate.
I don't know what state it
See,
was.
Okay, so if it was it on the front or the back?
Back.
On the back?
Yeah.
That's weird. Because in North Carolina, it's not like Colorado. You have to have the front and back plate.
Yeah.
You have to have both plates.
Okay.
North Carolina, you can have a front whatever plate you want. You only have to have it on the back, the actual plate on the back. So you only get one plate.
Yeah.
I
think I've seen those before,
So
like in PA and stuff.
So
like
that
that
would make
People
sense
do that.
if it was a different state, why it would be that. But if it's on the back, I don't get why it would be
It was on the back.
Was it something like this? Like
It was kind of like like someone said, like an airbrushed thing. It was kind of
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Like they
I
took
think
their
that says
fucking
Jesus right there, the
yeah,
King
yeah,
of
yeah.
Kings.
It was kind of like this, except it was like green.
Jesus, the King
And
of Kings.
I don't know what the fuck any of this stuff was, but these were the numbers because there
You
was
said they're legit.
Was
there
it
was
as legible as that? Or were they more
it
legible?
was just like this, except there was like a dash in the middle, so you can tell that it was like
the actual number.
You know, yeah, I don't know. It seemed
Yeah,
like
I
it
think
was the
that's
numbers.
where, like, that's the reason why people aren't allowed to. And I'm pretty sure it'd probably be a national thing. You're not allowed to alter your license plate in any way, because they need that. Like, that's why they require you to have the lights and stuff and make sure the snow's cleared off of it. Is because they need to be able to see it.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Maybe they're just like pushing the boundaries of their local.
lot of
So if a
laws.
cop sees
A lot of
them-
people are saying they think it's illegal. Whatever
It
that guy
may
was
have
doing.
been, yeah.
Could've
Maybe he's a
snitched that guy
street
out.
racer.
He may have been a street racer, or he could have been from a small town where he knows the entire police department, and he goes out of his way and said, like, "Hey guys, I have this license plate."
Jesus,
You know,
the odds
here
of
it is.
that.
You guys will
Yeah.
know it's me because I'm the only
Yeah,
one with the
yeah,
license plate.
Exactly. So, like, I don't
My
know. That
goodness.
that could be a thing, or it could just be, someone that's just running from the law.
And
It's
very
a
flamboyant.
I might have
completely
have
fake
seen a
plates.
convict in the act there. I don't know. I don't know. It blew my mind.
It is illegal.
It is illegal.
It is illegal.
Well, then people in fucking Colorado, or this one guy in Colorado, he's breaking the law.
We should go looking for him.
He's breaking the fucking law.
Yeah, we could be some serious
That could be a
vigilantes.
big fucking lawsuit.
We could be some vigilantes if we went after this guy that had sprayed his plates.
Oh, someone reminded me in the chat. Milestone. One of our items is missing, which nobody has brought up, but we need to investigate that like as soon as this is done.
Huh?
One of our items for our milestone is missing, as in it is not here.
Oh.
Like, as it was taken or just isn't here yet?
It's not here.
Okay.
Like, and I don't know where it is. And I brought it up the other
Like,
day.
never
and
got
it's-
delivered.
It's still not here.
okay,
so,
I was going to ask you about that, actually.
Yeah, we need to find that.
Okay.
Like,
Find it or...
I don't know. I don't know where it is. But I
Did it
we
say
need
it
to
was
find
delivered?
Spotted it here.
I can tell you that today's the 24th, and this shit was supposed to be here back on like the 20th, and like I think I had brought it up during the week.
Yeah, you did, but I wasn't sure if you had followed up any
Nothing.
further.
I don't think it's.
Did
I
it
don't
say
know.
it was delivered?
No. It's somebody stole it. So I think we need to do an investigation to see what's going on here.
Is there any chance we'd be able to get it today? I doubt it.
It's maybe if it's at the post office, I guess we just go to the post office. I don't know.
It's Saturday, though.
Should be open.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I'll wait. Actually,
Which
here it is.
thing is it? So I can see.
You know what thing it is?
I know
I'll
what
probably
it is.
when I see it. I just want to.
I know what it is.
It's one of the good ones.
Yes, it is one of the good ones.
And I don't know what the fuck happened. Like, it actually does say.
It says delivered?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is it then? Excuse me.
Maybe it's in the stack of boxes over there.
Might be.
Because people whoever answers the door and gets the packages just sets it in with all those computer components that we have in the lobby.
Look.
I can go check right now if you want me to.
What's that? Rescheduled.
Oh.
Yeah, but like, so then what the fuck does that like? Where is it? This was days ago.
FedEx.
Someone's gonna have to go to FedEx and just fucking pick that shit up.
Wouldn't be the first time. It should say where it landed. This is amazing, guys.
Okay, so
This is the most
riveting.
recent up here.
This is riveting.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're probably gonna have to go there because look, it's been rescheduled. They keep on trying to deliver it.
Why isn't it? Is it getting delivered to the wrong place?
No one's signing for it, but they're not leaving any slip out there. Doesn't make sense.
This is
they tried to deliver it 3 times, it said, and then like
that's bullshit.
I signed for a FedEx thing the other day.
We've been here all week.
Like there's a
well,
FedEx.
we'll
delivery.
investigate it after.
Okay, yeah.
Well, we'll
Now it's probably not the best time, but it's good.
Hopefully,
good thing you brought it up.
hopefully we have this item. That would be bad.
Would be pretty cool.
Okay, well now we got the graffiti stuff out of the way. I know that this guy was breaking the law.
He's breaking the law, so next time you see him, write
Big
those
fucking
plate numbers
lawsuit.
down. Write the
And
car
snitch him
down
out.
as well,
And
because
snitch him
those
out.
plate numbers may be completely fake, and they may not be able to, track that.
I'll snitch him out, and he'll be fucked. Pretty good.
Absolutely.
What's your random bullshit?
So, this is when it was an interesting social thing that I saw today. And it's more so something that's coming up more often.
A social thing.
And I'm just curious what people's opinions are on it. So me and Aaron yesterday went out running for a bunch of live stream stuff, and we
Gone
stopped
for
to grab
several hours.
Yeah, it was
You guys got
ridiculous.
super caught up?
Nothing was at any store we were going to, so we had to go to a lot of stores. But anyway, we went to eat burgers. And so we sat down to eat burgers. We were eating
At the
some
Eat Burgers
burgers,
place.
at
The
Lark
Burger Eats.
Eating the
And
burgers.
there's this guy that's sitting at a table over in the corner. He has a hood over
He's
his
masturbating.
head. Oh, no. I don't know. He could have been. I'm not really sure. But he had a Kindle, iPad, whatever. And he had his headphones in, and he was like on the
Shut
table,
out to the world.
like this. So his hood was over. You couldn't see it. If you didn't know what he was doing, you'd just think he was sleeping or something. But every once in a while, he would just burst into laughter. Just a big, laugh that resonated throughout the entire restaurant.
Maybe he was watching some sort of Ricky Gervais production.
He could have been watching. I don't know what he was watching, but that begs the question: with this new day and age of being able to stream and watch videos and different things on the go, should people be allowed to exert these type of emotions when other people aren't sharing in the fun?
Well, do you have you never gotten tweets all the time where it's like, I was watching this Creatures video and I was on the bus and it made me laugh and I looked weird to everybody.
Who the fuck is gonna police that? Who's
I
gonna police
don't
that?
know.
I've gotten that tweet a bunch
something
of
where
times.
like when you see a majority of the people in the restaurant, it's obviously making people
Well,
uncomfortable.
it's not like it was a fucking high horse restaurant. You went to fucking Lark Burger.
I'm not saying
like,
that
went to eat burgers,
That's
Jordan.
even more apparent that in something that isn't even high class, people are still looking over.
I see people like that
that's
all
a
the time
weird
on
social thing.
at the airport. Like there's a lot of people that
Oh,
do
yeah.
that. They sit there and
I mean, because that's an acceptable place where people are waiting. Like people are literally just sitting waiting. He's saying you go to a eat burger place to eat burgers.
eat burger place to eat burgers.
You don't go there to listen to people laugh. Especially, I can understand if they're laughing at a TV that's right there, that
Or if they're
everyone
having
else
a
can
conversation
enjoy,
with their
or they're having
family.
a conversation. But when they're by themselves,
That's
they're-
another
they're
thing
headphoned
completely
in.
though. The TVs in there. Like I don't like the TVs all the time because in B-dubs you got people that are just fucking staring up in the ceiling like that, and then the motherfucker in front of you is staring behind you all the way up there because they're looking at another TV. There's too many TVs everywhere,
too many
and everybody's
TVs.
just looking all over the place.
And
instead,
the worst part about it is when a commercial comes on one of them, you just have to go like this and watch a different show
Exactly.
going on.
and like these people,
Different
there's
sports
no
event.
social interaction anywhere here at the table. It's just kind of like
it's just like
what's going on here?
grabbing the stuff on the table. And like,
I find it confusing when people at B-dubs like laugh or something like that at what they see on the TV because I'm watching something and then I hear like maybe Jordan sitting in front of me, he laughs
you're like,
and I'm like,
what?
what? Oh, I have the same thing here.
Well, you gotta like struggle.
You
to
don't
find
know
which
if you're
TV.
watching the same thing or if you guys are watching like because they have the same thing on
Yeah.
multiple TVs.
I don't know how many times I've gone to like a diner or something like that where like someone makes a comment about what's on the TV or like fucking what's it called, Yard House or something like that, and I have to look up and be like, what are you talking about?
What TV?
And they're like,
There's a
you know,
TV. Which TV?
Oh,
you
yeah.
missed it already.
Oh,
you missed
oh,
it.
like well, this is the same thing as
I can't
there,
see it
so I
though.
can see
so,
that
yeah.
one. It's just fucking ridiculous, you know? Like that's a level beyond that.
There's all sorts of. I think
that's why you just do 5-star restaurants because it's nice and quiet, it's
It's
candle
about
lit.
the food and the conversation.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's about taking your
acceptable.
pictures of the food and all that.
Oh man,
There
it's
you go.
acceptable to have conversations, laugh between friends, but when it comes to outside entertainment, I think there needs to be some boundaries there because.
So you're saying the people at fucking Burger King or something need to
Burger
jump,
King.
they need to jump over the fucking over the rail or whatever and fucking come up to the table and be like, shut your fucking laptop off. Like, this is a fucking highly distinguished environment, and you're ruining it with your laughter.
I think if
Here at
people,
Burger
You know
King.
the funny thing is, most of the people watching right now are those people that Jordan's talking about because they're probably watching on their phones or whatever. Like,
That's true.
you're
Someone's
insulting
probably
everybody.
in public
There's
right
somebody-
now watching, and they're laughing, and they're like looking around
well,
like.
they better think twice about laughing, because it could be making other people uncomfortable to know that you're laughing at something they have no idea what you're laughing at.
Damn, it makes other people uncomfortable.
So just somebody said Jordan
Wow.
is such a square. I think that sums everything up.
Did it make Aaron uncomfortable?
Yes, he
Ooh.
was very uncomfortable. Oh, that
The only reason this became a thing was probably because they were talking about it.
it was mostly my observation.
What were you about to say? You were about to say
I was saying another instance that happened I completely forgot about when we were out was when me and Aaron went to Home Depot. We were coming back out. Well, when we were walking in, we see this kid drive in the parking lot, drive by us on one of those, like the what's it called, the scooters that you use to shop.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
yeah.
it's like, I don't know, 15-year-old kid just rides by on this scooter. And
Probably
sort of
that same scooter I rode on.
Okay, that's not.
Is it the ones that are like provided by the Home
Yeah,
Depot?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
For,
it's
like,
one of those
handicapped
Home
people.
Depot
Yeah,
ones.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I'm fairly certain that he probably didn't need it. He could have, but in the manner he was using it, it didn't seem like he actually.
Okay,
needed
now
it.
that's
What's
another.
he using his legs to
that's
scoot it along?
that's another mixed bag though, because as much as I would say like you shouldn't be on there because you don't need it. Not many people use those things. So, I mean, they're usually always
So why not put them to
available,
use, right?
you know? Yeah, like
Well, I'm not saying it's bad. Like, so we come out of the Home Depot because what we wanted in there was not there, so we came back, and this kid was now down the parking lot doing donuts around the middle of in the lane.
wow, that's
going around.
that's
in
ignorant.
circles.
that is absolutely ignorant. That is just you don't do that.
It was just quite shocking to see, and as we drove by, I kind of gave him a nod. And
Should have went up to him.
He gave me a thumbs up.
That's an affirmation when you nod. Why would you affirm what he was doing?
I mean, he was.
Yeah,
he
you
was
should have
just-
got out of the car and said, "Get the fuck off that thing." Like,
I couldn't interrupt him because he was obviously just chilling out. You know.
Have you guys ever been in the position where you actually legitimately needed one of those, like broke a leg or something like
Nope.
that? I was on crutches for a while. I actually did get to use it once going around the store.
Ooh.
And I worked at that store, so it was funny because I was, off work because I was injured. And then I got to ride around, flaunting in everybody's faces.
I always just see them. Like I see them charging, like they're at the little charging
Oh,
bases,
yeah, yeah.
and they have like 5 of them, but like no one ever uses them. So like
Yeah.
it's always tempting, but not tempting enough to fucking take it outside and do donuts with it. Like that's
It's not like he was with a gang of friends or
He was
he
acting
was just
alone.
by
we
himself.
kind of did that though on the road
Who's
trip.
the
I
lone
mean, we were
gunman?
in the parking lot fucking around, except we just
that
didn't
was
have a Kmart
few
thing.
people. Though.
We weren't
Like,
using handicap equipment.
Would it be acceptable if it was a Kmart vehicle?
Yeah.
Because it's Kmart.
No one
mean, it
goes
is
to Kmart.
Kmart.
No one's
I
gonna
mean-
need that there.
If Kmart even has those.
Ooh,
Can they provide themselves
Kmart
with
cannot
those?
provide.
Well, that Kmart we went through for the road trip, they didn't give a shit.
Yeah,
like
they-
they were just like,
yeah.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah, because they were probably got to
Can we go
notice that
around-
they were
can we
gonna.
screw around your parking lot. They're like, yeah, we don't care.
Yeah,
Like,
she was like, yeah.
we're not gonna do anything about it.
They probably
That was like one of the one times we've ever asked to actually screw around because they were watching us. So it was like
Yeah.
she was laughing at everything.
They
so it
were
was
they
like,
were
yeah.
having a good time, but
They probably just got to notice that they were gonna get fucking shut down like in a week, so they just
They're
there
like,
was no
whatever.
point.
That-
Like, fuck
did-
it,
my
whatever.
job.
Did we ever talk about the thirsty Target employees on the shopping trip video? We didn't talk about them
I don't think so.
because I left in the
Target.
shot. We went to Target to shop for the Katana video and
Oh,
some
that
toy
would be you
chest
guys.
stuff.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
And there was it was just me, Aaron, and Jordan, and there was employees who noticed us filming in the toy section from the electronics section.
Okay.
So they came over and asked us what we were doing, and we said we were filming just a vlog for our channel, and they asked us their channel, and so they one guy came up a little bit later and was like, "Hey, I just watched one of your videos. Were you like swatted or whatever to Jordan?" He looked us up and saw it, but they kept walking in front of the camera. Like they kept walking in the camera. They knew we were filming. So at one point, one of the guys just walks up and goes like, and then turns around and walks back. And so I zoomed in on him in the video and actually focused on him, and everybody was making jokes about it, but they didn't know that
They
were
wanted to get
legitimately
their
just trying to,
they wanted to get their name tag in there, like.
And that guy, the guy specifically who walked up, he looked stoned as fuck. He had really bloodshot eyes and like was just like,
Fucking works at Target.
I know. I mean, but,
I mean, they obviously like because it was one of those things where half of them were like were working there, and then the other half were just friends that
they're just
showed
hanging
up
out
and
in
at work.
that section.
They were
Ooh.
doing nothing at all. They were just sitting there chatting.
I think Kmart or Target's becoming the new Kmart now. It's like everybody is they're transferring that bad vibe over to Target now, and Target's just gonna become a fucking hangout, and then it's gonna go to shit just the same, and they're gonna go under. It's sad.
I don't see like a whole
Target's
lot
gonna go
I
under.
don't. I
we
see
do
more
have a
productivity.
Kmart nearby.
What?
Do
We have a Kmart nearby.
What?
That's
It's
disgusting.
up Broadway. Like seriously, just going up Broadway, and it's
Oh,
on
wow.
the left.
I'm surprised that still exists.
It
Oh
was-
wait, no. I think I might have driven by. I see more productivity at Target than Walmart, but I guess Walmart just has
Yeah,
better
that's true.
selection and prices.
I don't even know. I don't know the difference.
You don't know I always saw
bunch
Target
of-
as the higher
Yeah, but
end Walmart.
Walmart has like the people of Walmart. So like
It-
I
it
mean
attracts
that
that
keeps
element,
it.
yeah.
That keeps it up. So I mean that'll still be there.
Gotcha.
You waiting to read your goods?
Yeah,
Looks like.
and we're ready.
I
to
hear some page
talk
flipping.
about our sponsor.
Our sponsor.
Our sponsor for today's Creature Talk is DraftKings, and the cool thing about DraftKings that we got going here is they are working now to turn fantasy sports into esports fantasies.
Oh!
so you,
Did
can
you
go
weren't
on
here
them.
last week?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
so
this was an
is
amazing
esports.
idea.
This is really cool. So now the fantasy football, baseball, like all that
But with
stuff that you see,
esports.
now they're doing it with esports. So you can go on there.
Esports.
I thought this was genius.
Go into all the different esports tournaments that they're running this year, next year, and actually take home some serious cash. So you pick your contest, you pick your team, and you pick up your winnings. It's easy as that. You get to kind of like you get to rack up points with the individual players, grab different teams, grab different players from Fnatic, and all those LOL teams.
Oh
and-
man, but people change teams a lot.
Yeah, they do. But you can keep with your favorite guys because then if you know they're good and you know their strats, they're gonna
How
rack
am I gonna
up. So
know
it
what
goes
my
off of
favorite esports
you go for
player
the guys
is?
that get the most kills, assists, objectives, and more. So
Oh, if you're
it's,
Jordan or Alex, you know all the. They would know.
no,
all
I just
this.
go off of Aaron.
Ogre
Oh.
1 and 2. Ogre 1 and 2.
Oh, yeah.
Walshy.
With-
Walshy's
hey,
coming back.
With Halo 5 coming back, they'll have Walshy and Final Boss. It's going to be good. But so it's going to be good. We'll be able to go after some Halo esports. But yeah, so contests are open now. So hurry over to DraftKings.com, use the promo code CREATURE, and play for free with your first deposit. You could win part of over $1 billion in prizes being awarded this year. This isn't
Holy
fantasy
shit,
as
1
usual.
billion?
This is DraftKings. Welcome to the big time. So go ahead and enter CREATURE for free entry now, only at DraftKings.com. That's DraftKings.com. So go pick your players. I'm thinking this week in the CSGO scene,
Ooh.
Cloud9.
Who on Cloud9? What player?
I don't know. I don't
All
know.
right,
Players
that's
on
what I'm
Cloud9.
talking about.
That's
He's
what you
calling
ask
out
Alex.
Cloud9.
Just Cloud9.
I do think that like whoever came up with that is very smart.
But where do you go to watch? I mean, you have to watch these games on your own, I guess, because they don't.
It's just like a football match.
I know, but they don't show them in bars or anything just yet. Like unless it's
That's
like
why
an
there
actual.
needs to be more esports bars.
I could agree with that. I guess. Like,
That'd be, I think that's
That'd
cool.
be a cool place to
But
go
they
and
need
hang
to
out.
perfect a little bit more. I've heard some esports bars just are kind of like more so cringy. And,
I can imagine that as well.
They don't quite hit it yet.
I can imagine some
We're
like
serving
people
up the
that.
level up shots, guys.
Oh yeah, some stupid like names like to their drinks.
Here's the one-up shot, guys.
Oh, here comes the boss battle beer that I have. I just brewed it in my garage.
Well, that's why you can't hire those people to run. Like you can't
Yeah, you
hire
need
those
actual-
kinds of people to run that
You need
stuff.
to,
Like
show people, train actual bar people. Like
Yeah, it needs to be
bartenders,
legitimate.
How to understand esports rather than esports people how to understand a bar.
I'd rather get some guy that like knows about all the teams or something behind the bar, and then it's like, oh, like what's the standings for fucking the final boss or whatever, and they'll be like, oh, he's dead. I mean, he's like that was like 30 years ago. It's like, oh man, like.
Hey, speaking of Target, you could probably go into a Target or a Kmart and see Final Boss, the whole Final Boss team working in the electronics.
Oh my god. No, they're probably on some other teams or something like that. I don't even know, man. I can't deal with old school like Halo terminology at this point.
I've seen Walshy recently. What
Yep.
was he doing? Was he part of the Halo 4 stuff?
I don't know. I mean, I couldn't even fucking begin to like You know, like if I was in that scene because like the Halo 2 or whatever, like the way it was competitively to like how Halo is now, it's like it's not the same at all. So
No.
I don't understand why they would.
Well, they're
like,
competing
stick
with modern
it,
shooters now.
Yeah, and but
they started it, but then lost it.
it's so weird. Like I don't know.
We'll see what happens with Halo. I remember when I haven't played any Halo 5. I've had it for
Yeah,
a
we
while.
did.
You had
played
the
it
beta.
at
You had the
I know,
beta.
so I was
Yeah.
saying, I played the beta, but I haven't
played
got
that
a
big
chance to play
team,
the full game.
the huge
and then we
teams,
played.
yeah.
Then we played the huge team thing or
Yeah.
Warzone or whatever it's called
Yeah,
for
that's what we played.
E3. But like that, you know, that's pretty fun. I mean, it definitely still has stuff that links in with modern day shooters that makes it a little bit more technical. But it's still, I think, compared to the other ones, it draws back to some of the older Halos more than other, you know, like 4 and Reach and all that stuff. So,
Oof, Reach, yeah. The pro players are going at it on Halo
I
Reach.
think they're doing a Fall of Reach cartoon or movie or something like that. They're adapting the book into, I think, some sort of something. They keep doing these live-action Halo things, and I haven't seen any of them, like Nightfall and stuff like
the
that.
last one I saw was the Halo
I mean, do you-
ODST trailer.
Like, do you care to fucking see them now?
Well,
at
I
this
mean,
point?
I used to
Like-
be. I was super into Halo, and I was very into Halo,
I-
and I
what
was
was the one
craving
that
for
they
live
did?
action shit. Because the Halo 3 marketing campaign by Neil Blomkamp, like I loved that shit. Like the live action.
the Halo 3 movie.
Yeah,
first
like because
17
that was when
minutes
he
or
was
whatever.
touted, and they were trying to make the movie, and
Yeah.
so he did the marketing for it, and he did that live action thing where they're like driving around the Warthog, and there's brutes and shit, and explosions and real.
I think I saw that.
Yeah, I mean you probably
When
must
we were
have
at
seen it.
Bungie, we saw most of the props. They had them in
Yeah, that was really
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, the big,
big
brute
spike
grenade, and
grenade
yeah,
and
yeah.
So if I
the
had
small
seen all
one.
that like 5 years ago, I would have been outrageously excited. But now it's just like it's fallen a lot in my mind, unfortunately.
You know what hasn't fallen a lot?
Hmm.
Call of Duty.
Oh,
Speaking of which, we got some Call of Duty game fuel.
Oh,
for the
yeah.
live stream. If there's one thing we always have at live streams, it is game fuel.
it works right around
'Cause
the
it always
Yeah,
comes
October,
out
November
right
time.
right before the live stream.
Game
and then
fuel.
I love Game Fuel.
Just stock up on game fuel and
That is like
it's-
that is the best Mountain Dew flavor.
absolute poison.
And
There's
that-
two.
It
There's two
tastes
though.
delicious.
There's two
I
different
know-
ones.
Well,
Which
did they
one?
bring back the two again?
It's the red and green again. Yeah.
Red and green.
It's
It was red and
purple.
purple
Or
before, wasn't
purple.
it?
It's purple.
Yeah.
Red and purple.
Um,
whatever.
Orange and
I,
purple.
I like orange best.
How's
It is orange. It is orange.
It's orange.
I do like the orange the best. You're looking it up. You had like 8 cases 2 years ago.
Yeah, but it was red. It's not.
It pours out orange, and it is orange.
pours out. What the fuck?
It pours out
Yeah, but
orange.
Baja
orange.
Blast is green, but it doesn't pour out green. It pours out like fucking teal.
It's that. No, that's the color scheme.
That's like clear
Baja
teal,
Blast
yeah.
is teal.
It's motherfuck. What?
How about whiteout? That comes out white. Voltage comes out blue. Code red comes out red.
I don't believe this at
Live
all.
wire comes out orange. Game fuel comes out.
No,
orange.
see, because they already used live wire then, so they wouldn't do it again. Like that's ridiculous.
It's a blood orange. Okay.
Ridiculous.
A blood orange.
Yep.
Baja
Which means
No.
it has some red in there.
Game fuel.
I used to be
color.
I used to be super into Code Red, but I dropped off on that. And Voltage is like cotton candy. I can just drink that. Like
See, there's no. Look, that is fucking. This is the Call of Duty one from like last year. That's obviously green and red.
They don't have green this year, and that's orange. Look at
Motherfucker,
the
that
Doritos
is
next
not-
to it is red.
No, you're
Doritos.
You're fucking color. Okay, look, you're colorblind.
Doritos are red.
I also said orange.
Somebody's colorblind, okay? Like, Aaron came into my room the other day, and I was playing a game where you had to change the brightness, and the top screen, how it's black, and then they have a white symbol in it, so you change the brightness. The bottom symbol was white with a yellow symbol in it, and
James is colorblind.
I couldn't see it. I couldn't see the yellow.
James
I couldn't
is
see the
legitimately
yellow. I couldn't see it.
colorblind.
And
Like-
Aaron's like, "What do you mean? There's yellow right
do you
there."
mean?
He kept saying there's yellow
What
there.
do you mean?
But I did not see yellow. I think he was either shit.
What do you mean?
I think he
There's
was
yellow
fucking with
right
me.
there?
No, I think he was
It's
fucking
either
with
yeah,
me.
it's either he's messing with you or you're
Look, that
legitimately
is not
colorblind.
orange. That is
Aaron,
red.
that's orange.
That is red.
The fuck is wrong with you?
What?
Let me see that up
No.
close.
Show that to the camera.
Am I really colorblind? Pull it up on there.
Okay.
That's red.
Uh,
There's no way that I've gone through my life and like a palette of yellow just doesn't exist in my eyes.
you ever got?
See that's purple. That's purple right there. I can see
orange
that.
and purple.
That's red and purple.
Oh my goodness.
Have you ever seen any of those videos of colorblind people wearing the glasses?
Look,
that help you
right
translate
there,
color?
right there. Okay, see? Look. No. Look. Orange is the first one right there. That's red.
Yes.
Blue. Also
Orange.
red.
That looks exact. Oh my goodness.
Jamesathy. How
No,
can you
that
say
does not
that is
look-
red. How can you say that is red? That is Mountain Dew Game Fuel. It's orange.
On there, it looks like it is.
It is
No, no,
orange.
scroll back down though. It fucking says, go down. Scroll down. What's that say?
Citrus cherry flavor.
Cherry.
No,
cherries
but
are,
no,
cherries
no,
are
no.
red.
That's why
cherries
it's blood.
are red.
It's citrus
God damn
cherry
it.
because it's blood orange.
Hold on, this is the one you were looking at specifically.
Look
that
at
I
the
will-
one where they're all on the shelf and they had them all.
Oh no,
out.
this is what I was going for here.
That is red.
That's all. Well, that's kind
That's
of
red.
reddish.
That's orange. It's blood orange. It's a reddish orange.
I don't fucking see. No,
What
it's
is,
red.
what is,
Look,
hey James, what is this?
That looks red.
What is this
That
color?
looks
What is
red.
this color right here?
that's orange.
That is orange
Yes, I can see the difference
with
between
accents
the
of
two.
red.
This is
Blood
red.
But
orange.
the
Right here.
drink itself, as proven by
Pull up.
this image, is orange.
This looks photoshopped. First of all, you can tell their cuts right here. Look at that. That looks.
Well,
like
that's just because
shit.
it's cut out. Whoever cut the picture did a terrible job.
Go-
You know what this
Go
is?
back and go
This
to the
is
one with
what
the shelf.
color is the dress all over again.
Go to the shelf. Go to the shelf. The one where they're on the shelf.
Oh, and what some of these Mountain Dew, like Call of
This
Duty Modern
picture.
Warfare 3, is pretty.
Find that. Find that picture. Pull that up. This is the best example.
There can be no other.
They're all $1
There is
and
no
49 cents
substitute.
too.
Ew, those green ones look disgusting.
Chat's saying it's red.
All
You're
right.
just saying that.
No,
because-
it's because I'm not colorblind.
It's because you're
Look, there's a Gatorade symbol. I could tell that's orange. That's the Gatorade
and it has some red
symbol.
in there too.
That's red. Right there. Look at this. Okay.
none of that is Game Fuel.
Orange,
That's not. None of this is Game Fuel.
blue.
That's Livewire right there.
This is. Oh, that's Typhoon.
None of that
He
is.
was calling Livewire red.
The hell
That's
is
just
wrong
how
with
colorblind he
you?
is.
No, this is orange.
That's Livewire.
That's Livewire. It is
You
orange.
called it red. You pointed out to me, and that's red.
That's red.
Oh.
That's red.
Here, I got my nice orange hat here, James.
That's red.
Hey, you see what you don't see on that?
That's red.
Sierra Mist. That's what you don't see right there. 'cause
I like
it's
how they even
fucking
had the
garbage.
retro one. That's bullshit. Okay, that's bullshit.
I'm starting a campaign against Sierra Mist. People were very in the haunted house video. I said nobody drinks Sierra Mist, and people were like, "Dude, I drink it." No, you
I'm
don't.
drinking it right now.
No one drinks Sierra Mist. I'm sorry.
It's because there's always a choice otherwise.
Yeah,
I mean,
if you had the choice, you wouldn't be drinking Sierra Mist.
No
That's all
one
I'm
does.
saying.
If you do, you're weird.
it's just if it was there.
If you had the option between Sprite and Sierra Mist, you'd pick Sprite. Sierra Mist has such a weird taste.
Ooh.
Stan, stop hating on Sierra
This
Mist.
company shuts
Sorry.
down. What color is this, huh? Color is that?
That's lime.
You know what this
What
looks
color
like?
is this? That's not lime.
Dude, what
that's,
the fuck?
That's
That's
lemonade.
You know what this looks
How's
like?
it lime? You're the one that's fucking
It's a lime
colorblind.
color.
It's lemonade.
This looks like somebody poured fruit punch in the Game Fuel thing. Like that's like super red.
That's red. See?
That's super red. I still have
original right there.
I
That's
have
where it
the
started.
steel or the aluminum models still at my dad's house. I kept them for I don't know why. For posterity's sake.
God damn it! I actually
Hey.
think. I think.
Hold on, continue.
I was gonna say I think Spoon had those as well because I
Still
remember
at a 12 pack.
he. Yeah, he
unopened
'cause
12
he-
pack.
I
he
think
had
there's
like a
one I didn't
picture-
open, but I gave in eventually.
he had like a picture of his desk that was like super messy, and at the very top he had those.
What color is that, James?
Oh, that's tricky. Okay.
There's green next to it.
Just a
You might see
pure,
licking it.
pure orange.
Look, okay, the bottom looks red-orange, but the top looks actually orange, okay? I can see that because I see the light is coming from this side, and it's glowing through the bottle. So I can tell the way it's being illuminated, you get this fucker out of here, it's got the orange tint to it.
There you go. He's gone. Kind of.
Ew. That looks, yeah, okay.
I want that to be the Creature Talk thumbnail.
Yeah, but that's
Is this? I want that to be the thumbnail.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna steal this
just
guy's
save that
picture.
it's like some
dude.
fucking dude's iguana, like, on our thumbnail.
I'm gonna save that
man.
real quick.
I don't
Oh,
even
the
know.
Hugh Jackman. Hey, there's my Alex Spider-Man picture in there.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to get to this.
See,
so
some
I'm just
people
gonna
are
save
saying that was a trick picture. That was a trick picture.
it's color corrected. I mean, the iguana does look pretty green.
I
that
think he
picture.
fucking he cropped
You
out
think
the
he
top.
photoshopped everything.
He
just
did the
to-
top to be lighter orange and needed the bottom to be more of like a reddish orange, and that's like because the things inside seep to the bottom, you know, like syrup and shit seeps to the bottom, and that's why it's darker
There's
on the
no
bottom.
separation in.
Ooh, I have my
in
Dropbox on here.
pop.
Yes,
okay?
there is.
No,
yes, there
there's
is.
not. That's
Yes,
not a
there
thing.
is. Yes, there is. Yes, there fucking is. I am not colorblind. Okay.
We don't know that for sure.
Well, I might be missing a couple hints of yellow. Apparently, I don't know what the deal is with
Which
that.
is making things red. You need red and yellow to make orange. You don't have the yellow, therefore orange is red.
Now that's just ridiculous.
That's science.
I'm not gonna go through life.
That is the
thinking
color spectrum.
that I've been missing out on yellow.
What does
for a
Big Bird
long-ass
look like
time.
to you?
He's yellow. I see the yellow.
He sees straight up yellow. He can't see.
yellow. He can't see.
So then, what's a
Shades of
different
yellow.
fucking? What's a different shade of? If
50
I,
Shades of Yellow.
Let me see the shades of yellow.
That's
and
that's the title of today's Creature Talk. 50 Shades of Yellow.
Shades
or
of yellow.
orange, maybe.
50
Shades,
Shades
of
of
Orange.
Orange.
Okay.
Shades
we have
of
the thumbnail.
yellow.
We have the title.
Man,
This,
we got
this
everything
Creature Talk's done.
beforehand.
All right, look at these. Look at these right here. Look at that. All those yellows. Okay.
Yeah, which
I-
ones can't you see?
I
Which
can.
ones don't look yellow?
should I pull it up on here so you can look at it? Or
Yeah,
are you
yeah.
gonna
Well,
put it on
do
your
you have
phone?
this picture right here? I
Okay,
just put
what-
in shades of yellow.
Shades of Yellow.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you which ones. No, because I eat butter.
Oh, it's like the first thing that came up.
I've been eating butterscotch candy for a long time. I see butterscotch. I see that. I could see that.
All right, hold on 1 second. Canary.
All right, there you go.
All right, here we go.
So I can see. Let me see here.
Can you see daffodil?
this yellow? If this is traditional yellow,
That's
it looks
yellow.
really light.
It's probably
Dan, search
probably
yellow colorblind test.
What the
Ooh.
fuck?
And it'll bring up the nut. Because
No, that's gonna be embarrassing. They're gonna see it firsthand if I
to
am.
embrace the fact that you have colorblind.
If I'm legitimately yellow colorblind, then
then
that's not fair.
All right,
and
James. I'm gonna ask you what shape is in this image.
Yeah, see, this is where it comes in.
What
Because
the
this'll
fuck?
give you
So
shades.
okay, this has yellow and red in it, as well as a lot of green. So you have to tell me what shape is yellow and what shape is red.
I
Are
would
you ready?
rather just went with this.
Are you
test
ready?
here. This
Are
is-
you
That
ready?
test doesn't prove
What
it.
This is a
shape
better
is
test.
yellow and what shape is red?
What?
Can you see shapes?
Yeah, I can. This is a square and that's a circle.
Ooh,
I
you
got
might
it.
not be colorblind.
I got it.
Oh, okay.
I told you. I told you.
All right, hold on. Now, what colors? I feel like a doctor. What colors do you see? Can you identify in this picture?
Oh, come on.
Well, you can. There's something in there. Can you see what it is?
That I
You
cannot.
can't see what's in there. Maybe come over here because the light reflection is kind of bad.
Is it a number?
It is a number.
It is a number.
Something 3. Something 3. This is probably easier if you look far away. Is it a 1 or a 7?
I think that's a 7.
It's a 7. It's a
73.
73.
What colors are all make up that picture?
Shit. The fuck?
This
is
Not
like-
shades. I'm not saying shades of color. I'm just saying like
That's like peach. That's like,
that's orange.
that's the butterscotch.
That's orange.
I
That
swear
is
that,
orange.
that's got to be butterscotch.
That could be butterscotch.
Go back to the other picture.
Oh, I think I still have it pulled.
Compared
I
to-
still have it pulled up.
Compare to
on-
butterscotch.
Oh wait, no, that's not right. There you go.
Butterscotch.
All right, and nope. There you go.
Butterscotch.
Yeah, that's pretty butterscotch.
Butterscotch. There's a little yellow right there. Yellow, light green, dark green, red. I think that's it. That's
Yeah,
all
that's
of them.
pretty much
It's
it.
red, yellow, and
I
green.
think he's passing the test.
I'm
Shades of
passing.
red, yellow,
I'm
and green.
passing the test. There's
I
no
don't know.
fucking way. I guess
Dijon.
I guess this is just a huge.
It's a huge fucking you making
huge
me try
conspiracy.
to feel like I am colorblind when I'm not.
Conspiracy is
Not
what
that
I
there's
think.
anything wrong with that. Oh, so I was asking earlier. Have you guys seen either of you seen videos They have glasses now that you can wear, colorblind people can wear, and it will translate colors for them, and they can now see.
Yeah, I did.
Stuff
I
like
actually
that.
saw a commercial, I think, for that.
Oh, did you?
I think it was like the top video on YouTube for a bit, like
Yeah.
a while back.
That would blow me away.
I think they're pretty expensive, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's like a.
Well, one of the
Like
video
a
I
beta
saw that
test
his
thing.
friend had bought them for him or gotten them for him, so he didn't even know. Like he didn't know what he was Like he just said, "Put these on," and was filming him. And he put it on, and he was like, "Oh my goodness!" He's like, "This is what green is," and then he went outside because he had never seen green before.
Wow.
So he went outside, and he was absolutely overwhelmed. Like leaves, grass, everything. Like that would be.
Did he cry?
mind-blowing. Yeah, he cried.
I would have cried too.
He was also swearing. He was like, "Forgive my language," like in the video or whatever. It said like, "Forgive my language."
Forgive his
But
language.
it was the first time he had ever seen color
I think
before,
you
or
can say
green. At
whatever he
least.
darn sure pleases.
If you were colorblind and you couldn't see any colors and then you walked outside, would you curse?
Well, it's a specific
Maybe.
colorblind. Some people have like red-green colorblind. It's not.
I just want to know if he'll
it's
curse
not
if he
just-
walks outside and has that same experience.
Maybe I would. Maybe I would do a backflip.
You just go out there and go,
maybe I
"Fuck!"
maybe I just soil myself. I don't know.
Oh.
I can't say what I do.
Oh, this is darn sure what green looks like.
Hot diggity dog.
Brown, brown, and then he goes
I
back
don't know
inside.
if there's any sort of cure for like black and white color blindness. I think it's just like the
That's
specific
really
color ones.
extreme, though.
Yeah, I don't know what the rarity is for regular color blindness or like red green and stuff like that.
Well, I don't need those glasses. I am perfectly fine.
We have now determined.
It's just that fucking Game Fuel, you guys are smoking crack because it is obviously red. And that's bullshit. Okay? I've had them for a long time. I probably still
So
have a
have we.
pack.
That's why we are saying to the contrary, because we have also had for a long time.
Well, I mean, let's just eliminate that out the window then, since we're
Lot of
both
Game
going to
Fuel.
use that point.
I just miss the fall of 2007 when the original Game Fuel came out. I was still in school. I went to the gas station, picked up a newspaper and some Game Fuel. And I sat and waited for my mom at that gas station to pick me up.
I don't remember
I
what
didn't
I was
ride
doing
the
when I
bus.
first got Game Fuel. What the fuck was it? I think it was Halo 3, right?
Halo 3, yeah.
What the fuck
Yep.
was I doing?
I just remember the
2007.
commercials. I remember the commercials where it was on, what was that,
That was
Last
like-
Stand or something?
That was
the
like
one
the
with
best
gate.
game. Finish the fight.
I think I
Dun,
know I drank a
dun,
lot of
dun,
it, but I don't
dun.
remember like playing Halo 3 and I remember in my typical like usage of codes, I remember going to the grocery store where they had the codes on the front of the Doritos and I took pictures.
I was
of
there
the
when you would do that. Like at the
That
first
was
creature
that
house.
was the Halo
yeah,
4.
I carried it over, but like I started doing
Was
that back
Reach?
home.
Was that Reach or Halo 4 where you would...
Halo 4 was at the creature house
Yeah,
when he was doing it.
It was probably Halo 3 when I was back home because
Yeah.
I do that
I
same
don't think it
thing.
gave it- I
That's
don't
so-
think it gave
that's
you
so,
anything in Halo
like-
3, did it?
If somebody actually bought
James,
those,
I
to
think
use them-
James had probably about 5 years of double XP.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
He
I
just kept
had
on
so much.
racking it
I
up.
just had so much double XP, like for all the games. Like I was like, oh, I was leveling up like crazy. But I still,
Yeah.
I think it might have been for Reach because I was trying to get fucking Emil's helmet, like everybody and their mom was.
That was Reach, yeah.
And I just didn't. At the end of the day, I
It
didn't
was
even get
it was
to
the
it.
Thundercloud and Emil's helmet.
Yeah, I didn't even get to it. I didn't
Those
even
two
get it.
were
I didn't
just
get it.
like, but you'd have to just.
But
play
those people
so
that went in and
much.
bought Doritos, some of them might not have had a code
Damn,
because I
would've
just
been
took
so
pictures.
mad.
Yeah,
I would have smashed
You
that. bag of
cheesed everything
Doritos.
back then.
yeah, I cheese a lot of stuff. There's a lot of techniques to cheesing at life, but don't do it
Back
too
when
much
it wasn't known as cheesing. Apparently, the Martians teaser went up. The teaser for the short.
Ooh,
That's gonna come out next weekend.
ooh.
So if you haven't
watched
seen
it
it, check it
yesterday.
out.
It was pretty good.
I know I haven't seen
That was
any
a good
footage from it
trailer.
yet, so I saw the teaser and I was like, man, that's actually really good because that was what I always used to do. Was I always used to cut trailers together. So I thought he did really well for his first time doing that. Spencer.
It's gonna be good.
Spencer's
Okay, well-
first written and directed and shot and edited short.
Yeah, that's what the Martians is. So
I don't think he put that anywhere on the teaser. So
yeah, I don't know.
anyway, what were you pointing at?
I was pointing at we're now T-minus a little less than 3 hours now to the live
Oh.
stream, so we're gonna wrap it up.
So
here.
much to do.
There's a good chunk more that we need to get done here, and then we'll be starting at 5, which is in a little less than 3 hours. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching us on this Creature
We have to
Talk.
eat.
This Creature Talk was brought to you by DraftKings. Turn your passion for competitive gaming into huge prizes, playing daily fantasy esports at DraftKings.com, America's favorite daily fantasy sports site. Become part of over 1,000 esports tournament running this year and take home serious cash doing it. Use the promo code CREATURE and play for free with your first deposit. Only at DraftKings.com. Go check them out. Put some money, some stuff down on Fnatic.
Woo!
On
the only-
Halo.
Wait, didn't you say
Cloud9.
a different team? Yeah,
Cloud9.
it's a
That's what
different
I meant.
team before.
Everybody's betting on opposite teams now.
Cloud9.
I actually would like to put my money on Dig.
Yeah, I was about to say Dignitas is the only other team I know. So.
Forgot about Dignitas. They're gonna lose.
Dude, they don't exist anymore, right?
No, I thought that's I by Power.
What?
I thought that was I by Power.
I thought they don't exist
Didn't
anymore.
Dignitas? I don't know.
I thought they don't exist. I mean, do they exist? I thought they're fucking changed. Like they changed names or something. That's why I made the joke. But like,
know.
I thought that.
Follow it. Ask Aaron.
I mean, esports.
guys.
I mean, whatever.
We'll see you guys in a few hours.
Yay, a few hours.
Watch this be the one time that Dex switched it. It'd be amazing.
Great. Shut it off. Shut it off.
go eat.
Shut it off. Shut
Go
it
eat.
off.
See you in a few hours.
Shut it off. Shut it off. Shut it off. Shut it off.